We begin tonight here with the breaking news. Just moments ago, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton emerging, walking up to the podium following more than 6 hours of her testimony before the House panel investigating Jeffrey Epstein. Just a short time ago, Secretary Clinton taking reporters' questions after the closed-door hearing. She had urged the committee to make the hearing public so the American people could see her full answers to every question. They did not agree to it. In her opening remarks to the committee, Secretary Clinton saying if the committee is, quote, serious about learning the truth about Epstein's trafficking crimes, it would ask President Trump directly under oath about the tens of thousands of times he shows up in the Epstein files. Mrs. Clinton accusing Republicans of protecting, quote, one political party and one public official. Rachel Scott leading us off from where the hearing was held in Chappaqua, New York tonight.
Tonight, a defiant Hillary Clinton testifying for hours before the Republican-led House Oversight Committee investigating sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't know how many times I had to say I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. I never went to his island. I never went to his homes. I never went to his offices. So it's on the record numerous times.
The former Secretary of State, Senator, and First Lady denouncing the hearing as partisan political theater, calling it an abdication of duty and an insult to the American people. In a blistering opening statement, Clinton insisting she and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, were being forced to testify to distract attention from President Trump's actions and to cover them up despite legitimate calls for answers. And then she sat for hours of questions.
It was disappointing that they refused to hold a public hearing, so I wouldn't have to be out here characterizing it for you. You could have seen it for yourself.
Though they would not let Clinton testify in public, Republicans still looking for a political advantage.
Why did you send the picture?
Why not?
Congresswoman Lauren Boebert secretly snapping this picture, sharing it with conservative influencer Benny Johnson, who then posted it online. The hearing briefly pausing before it resumed.
One of the members violated that rule, which was very upsetting because it suggested that they might violate other of our agreements.
Republican Chairman James Comer adding this.
The number of times that she said, I don't know, you'll have to ask my husband, was more than a dozen.
Republicans were pushed to explain why they called Clinton to testify at all.
And we're not accusing Hillary Clinton of wrongdoing. We know that Jeffrey Epstein said many times in emails that he was the first person to raise money for the Clinton initiative. And again, that's not saying anything's illegal, but there are a lot of questions pertaining to Secretary Clinton.
But Republicans have refused to call President Trump to testify, despite his long friendship with Epstein. Clinton today making light of some of the questions they asked her.
It then got, at the end, quite unusual because I started being asked about UFOs.
Clinton saying if the committee is serious about learning the truth about Epstein's trafficking crimes, it would not rely on press gaggles to get answers from our current president on his involvement. It would ask him directly, under oath, about the tens of thousands of times he shows up in the Epstein files. Former President Bill Clinton will testify behind closed doors here tomorrow. Republicans on the committee say the American public will soon see videos of these depositions, and Democrats are calling for the transcripts to be released in the next 24 hours, David.
All right, Rachel Scott leading us off from Chappaqua, New York tonight. Rachel, thank you.